Hi all, this is Steve Meyer, the market chartist on behalf of ForexFraud.com, and we're now going to take a look at the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, and the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, as the US currency continues to hold firm, particularly against these dollar block currencies, despite the erratic activity we've had since the equity market sell-offs and rebounds. So starting off here with the Australian dollar, a significant sell-off at the beginning of last week, down to 70.38, reinforcing and re-energizing a bearish theme, having had this tentative early August break of trendline resistance, the market failing back from 74.40 ahead of 74.99. The plunge lower down to 70.38 leaves risk lower. We do see a rebound risk early part of this week, but do see then bearish pressures resurfacing, and bigger picture we're going out to a monthly chart here. This long-term trend line support or probed, this long-term retracement support also probed, risk down through 70.00 towards 68.57. Moving on to New Zealand dollar, this spike lower on our charts here down to 61.95 again last Monday. Then a low level consolidation after the initial rebound. The market re-energizing this bearish theme, having attempted previously a basing structure, failing back from 67.08 ahead of strong barriers 67.38, 67.72. All of this leaves negative consolidation threat early this week, and then going into early September for a retest of this 61.95 spike low. Bigger picture again, going out to the monthly chart, threat lower, that 61.95 low, putting in respect to these monthly lows here at 61.96.54, threat down to there. Finally, we look at the Canadian dollar, another new recovery high last week in here, leaving the risk higher despite the setback. Again, consolidation likely early this week, but bullish pressures for September, aiming the market higher. Again, going out to the monthly chart, having taken out previously 130.64 and then last week 133.46. Real threat now up to this long-term target, retracement target at 134.54 for early September. This has been Steve Meyer, the market chartist on behalf of ForexFraud.com, and I wish you a great trading week.